Hey guys, Welsknight here, and welcome back to another episode of Astroneer. And in today's episode, we are going to be building a new thing, and also, I think this is going to be the last episode of Astroneer, and I want to give kind of my thoughts on the game and all that kind of good stuff, because essentially, we've done pretty much everything there is to do in this game at this point. We've built all the things. Although we will be building, apparently I unlocked a spaceship, or a space something last episode that's basically an upgraded shuttle. So we're going to try and build that today. But, I mean, for the most part, we've done, like, everything there is to do in this game. I think I got it. We're about to find out. But anyway, yeah, we've done everything, all the content in the game. We have basically, we've basically done that stuff, so, ooh. Hey, that's not a good spot to put this. That's actually a really terrible spot to put this. Really, Astroneer? Really? You're gonna put, that's a horrible spot to land. I can't believe you would do that to me. I'm so disappointed. Okay. And that, of course, is our vehicle bay right here. Luckily, we actually have another vehicle bay. So I want to build the spaceship. There we go. What does this need? 4 copper, it looks like. That's not too bad. It's actually not too bad at all. Anyway, so yeah, I want to give my thoughts on the game. And the game is very much early in development still. There's still a lot of content, I'm sure, that will be added. Right now, there's not a whole lot of content. I mean, we were able to make it through in about 12 episodes, which is roughly 6 to 10 hours of gameplay, depending on how much exploring and stuff like that I cut out. But I mean, that's not bad. That's still a decent amount of content. And they are updating the game and adding more as time goes on. And from what I've seen of the game so far, I really like it. I really like it. I think it's really enjoyable. Like, it's just a good, fun, relaxing game, you know? Like, one of those games that you don't really need to think about too much. You can just, like, if you just want to, like, kick back and relax, and that's basically all you want to do, this is the game for you. If you've got a lot of stuff on your mind or something, or whatever it may be, there's a lot of benefit here, and I really like the fact that this game approaches it in that way. I really like the art style in this game. This kind of light polygonal graphics are just really kind of visually appealing. I think it's great. The music is fantastic. I mean, I really have no complaints with the game. There are a little bit of some performance issues, like usually I get over 60 frames, but sometimes it'll spike down to like 30, or it really just kind of depends. But that's not entirely unexpected with games that are still in development either. So I'm sure that they'll do some patching and balancing and stuff as time goes on as well. I want malachite would be copper. Can I just get copper itself? I think I'll do the malachite, because I can always turn that into copper. That's probably a better idea. We'll send that off to the trade platform. And then I suppose I should probably grab all this hydrazine here. And there are some interesting bugs, like the fact that the shuttle lands on top of this rover. That's kind of amusing, you gotta admit. But overall, my thoughts on the game, I think it's well worth it, and I will be excited to come back to this game after some more updates and after some more content is added. Right now, there's just not really a whole lot left to do. We can explore. We could go explore, and we could essentially explore forever, but that gets old after a while. I think there are other things that we could do that would serve our time better, rather than just watching me run around the world and all that kind of stuff. Although, admittedly, running around the world is a lot of fun. It is an enjoyable game, and I will give it that. That tether should not be there. I need this No. Malachite. There we go. All right, where is my smelter? Is this it right here, I think? No, that's... Yes, this is my smelter. Pretty sure. Right? Yes, okay. This will give us all the copper we need to make the new spaceship. There we go. Get that going. And that gives us all the copper we need. There we go. So now we run over to here, and we can make the spaceship, which is the largest ship that we have. I think it's the largest ship in the game. I'm not entirely sure. There we go. And one more. There we go. Make spaceship, please. Thank you. I should probably... Well, no, it looks like that'll be fine. Now, it would be great if you could, like, take a vehicle and put a vehicle on there. That would be awesome. Also, this thing seems to hold a lot of fuel. Like, I just dumped 3 hydrazine in there like it was nothing. So that's also pretty cool. I don't see any more hydrazine, though. Now, let's see. I will need... Oh, I can't take that off. I was hoping to make a habitat, but I don't think I can. Let's see. So I'm going to have to make the habitat over here, which takes compound. I don't really have any that I know of, but we can get some. I can trade in some of this lithium. Let's see. Oh, actually, just kidding. I've got 2 compound right here. Perfect. So we'll put, compound and compound. Habitat, please. Thank you. Oh, and we're going to need to do the 1 seat as well, which is also undoubtedly going to take... let's see. I don't want to put it right there. Let's just put it down right here for the moment. Looks like I'll be trading in that lithium for compound after all. That's okay. Not a big deal. Let's see. Fuel condenser, resin. Where's my trade platform? Right here. Here we go. So, lithium. And 8 compound. Wow, that's a lot. Let's only trade in 1 then, and let's just get 4 compound, because I think that'll be enough to give me everything I need. And then I guess the rest we could trade in for some hydrazine or something. That wouldn't be a bad idea. And then, actually, while we're at it, it wouldn't be a bad idea to generate a winch solar panel. That might be good. Or storage. Wind turbine. Drill head. Battery. Generator. What should we do there? Because we could make use of some of this stuff to... Since we have so much storage on this thing, it wouldn't be that hard to bring a lot of this stuff along. Like, well, it's not going to let me do really any of that until I get the 1-seater going. Compound? Give me all your compound, please. There we go. All right, so, spaceship. Coming along, almost ready for its final flight. Or for its flight, I should say. Ooh, I got some more lithium sitting there as well. Awesome. Can trade that in for some useful resources. There we go. 1 seat, thank you. Grab that lithium. Put that over here. And then we have a bit more compound. We could take our storage thing with us. That's not a bad idea, come to think of it. Oh, no, don't go over there. You, up here. There we go. We can put that there. We can put a habitat here. And then I could put... I don't think we really need to bring the coal with us. But I can attach some compound directly to the storage thingy. We've got more hydrazine we can put in. Like so. That's all good. I think we'll be set once we actually get this going. I think we'll be good. And we'll maybe take, like, 2 generators with us as well when we set off. That looks like it's not done. There we go. Got a little bit of copper here. Are you not going to let me... Did it not have enough power? Because that would be super annoying. There we go. We'll try and smelt this and see. It's weird that it won't let me take that copper, even though that copper should be done. I don't know what the deal is there. That's a little weird. Doesn't really matter, I guess. Okay, so what else do we want to take with us on our journey? I've got a little bit more lithium I can trade in. I suppose we should really just kind of focus on compound, resin, and hydrazine. So if we come over here, what can we get? 4 resin, 2 hydrazine. So this is for the coal. So I could get 4 resin. I could get 4 compound. So why don't we do that? We'll get that for the coal. And then once we have the because that way we can make tethers and stuff, obviously. And then I'll trade in some lithium for some resin and some lithium for some hydrazine to put in here to fuel this bad boy up. I think that's probably the best course of action. I don't suppose I can combine these tethers, can I? Maybe? What if I put them down like that and then add them back? Did that combine them? Oh, it did. Look at that. Very clever of me. Very clever indeed. But yeah, my thoughts on the game. Really like the direction the game is headed. Really think it is a game to keep an eye on. Really looking forward to coming back to this game after some updates and after more content is added to it. I think it's a really cool game. I think it's really good. I've actually had my eye on this game for almost a year. I first sent an email in regards to this game in like February of last year. So I've been waiting for this game for actually a really long time. And it did not disappoint. It's very good. It's a good kind of, I wouldn't quite call it a survival game. I would call it certainly an exploration game. Really? That's all you get? 2 hydrazine? For the lithium? Okay. Well, that's fine. We'll need to get some resin as well. I wouldn't call it a survival game per se. It has certain survival elements, but I wouldn't really call it a survival game. I would much more strongly consider it to be an exploration sandbox game. There's some cool stuff you can build. There's certainly a lot of cool stuff to explore and find and research and all that kind of stuff. But the survival elements of it are pretty minor. I mean, basically, as long as you don't run out of oxygen or power, that's really the survival aspect. And I suppose you can get killed by certain plants and things, but I wouldn't necessarily say that it's to the point where I would consider this a survival game. Let's see. So I got hydrazine. Let's get ourselves a little bit of resin. There we go. And that should be enough now that we can take off in the new base. Or take off in the new spaceship. We've got plenty of hydrazine in here. Plenty of fuel. That's a lot of fuel. It's not completely full, but It's a lot more than fits in the shuttle, that's for sure. And we got pretty crazy sandstorm going right now. The weather. Ooh, oh, I'm gonna die. I need to get in the vehicle. I need to get in a vehicle. Get in a vehicle. Oh, I wasn't in a vehicle. All right, we'll just jump in here temporarily till the storm passes. Looks like the rocks have already stopped. So the moment I get into the vehicle, the storm passes. That's just my luck. There we go. All right, I think we're free. Did I have anything on here that was at all useful? Doesn't look like it. Okay, that's fine. And this returned with a bunch of resin. So we've got all the resin we need. Is there anything else that I really want to take with me? Maybe a little bit of organic? Maybe a little bit of copper if we'll just see what resources I have like lying around. There's the copper there that's not completely finished. Although we could, well, actually I don't think we have anything else that's smeltable. Let's see, what have we got lying around here? Not a whole lot there. We could take some organic with us since I'm bringing a couple generators. Don't really need the power. Don't really need the oxygen. Don't really need any of this stuff, honestly. I think at this point we basically have what we need. We do have a little solar panel there we could take with us. I guess that could be useful, maybe. Yeah, I think at this point we are good to go. So let's jump into our spaceship and let's take this thing on its maiden voyage. See what kind of range we have. We've got about, looks like a little bit over half a tank of gas. Let's see if this has a significantly longer range than the other shuttle. Just because it's got a lot more fuel in it. Yeah, I don't know if it's a longer range or not. It's hard to say. I think it's actually about the same. Or maybe the planets are just farther away than normal. I would like to get to, I think it's this planet right here that's essentially a radiated planet. Because that's the only planet that we haven't actually visited. And that's where I want to land this thing. I'm hoping it will come into range. We may have to see. Let me wait for a little bit, guys, and see if I can get to the irradiated planet. All right, guys, there it is. We've got it. It just managed to squeeze into our range. So let's take off and head over there and take a look at this last planet that we haven't really explored at all yet. Just kind of get a feel for what this one's like. Let's land right... I'd like to find an area that seems relatively flat. Maybe what looks like a good landing zone. That one looks like it's in the middle of a big old hole in the ground. Maybe we try... This one looks pretty good. Let's give that one a go. Let's see how the terrain is here. Let's land the new ship. And this is the irradiated planet. And it doesn't look very friendly. Now the question is, with this being an irradiated planet, am I going to start taking damage? Like, instantly. That's one thing that I want to know. Let's put this guy down. This looks really unfriendly. I don't know what this thing is. It looks like the Sarlacc from Star Wars. I think I probably want to avoid falling into that thing, if I had to make a guess. Let's put that over here. Now, here's a question. If I put that down... No, I can't actually link to it until I deploy it, which makes sense. So let's put it over there, and let's deploy it. And then let's grab our storage thing. And this can attach to two-pronged things, but it looks like I can't attach it right there. So we'll just set this down right here. And then I've got a couple of these generators that I can grab. And then I think that's basically all the stuff. Like, there's no other things on top of my spaceship that I'm going to need. So, let's expand out this way. Toss down a resin. Like so. And then I think we will plop another resin down there and grab one off of there. That'll give us this. We do have some of these solar panels, so I'm going to put that here and a generator there. And I don't suppose I can actually attach some of this stuff, can I? Yes, I can. Awesome. That's actually super good. All right. Oh, did I not bring any tethers with me? I had a bunch of them. Oh, man. Okay, well, that's fine. This is why I brought a ton of compound with me. Tethers. There we go. We're going to make 2 batches of tethers so we can explore this planet a little bit. I did see what I think that's lithium over there. So I did see that. Let's just kind of put down some tethers leading off this way. This planet doesn't seem like too inhospitable. Oh, titanium. This is not lithium. Except there's like these rocks that essentially prevent you from being able... Do I have to like dig out the rock in order to get this stuff? Because that would be interesting. Out of power. I've got a wind vane here. I've got a generator here. Where's that solar panel at? I think that was over... I think I put it on this thing, right? Yeah, give me my solar panel. Let's attach that. That should help me generate power a little bit faster. Let's try this out. Let's see if I can jar this rock free so that we can get to the titanium. Because up here, it won't let me actually mine, like, any of this. So, I don't know. That's kind of an interesting... Oh. No, don't want to... There we go. And, like, there's some titanium that I can get without having to mine out the rock below, but not a lot of it. Definitely still attached down here. Okay. Are we still attached anywhere else? It's really hard to say. Doesn't look like it. Let's dig down into the hole a little bit. No, it appears to be completely disattached, so I don't know if I can get to this titanium that's on this rock. Simply because... what if we... Okay, so we can expand this, but it doesn't look like we can actually take it... Well... Looks like trimming it away isn't really working. Interesting. That's very interesting. But if you expand... Yeah, it won't let you expand it past. Very interesting. Okay, so we learned a little bit about rocks. Fantastic. But this is basically the irradiated planet. I don't really see a whole lot of resources here. I mean, obviously there are some. And we did get a little bit of titanium here. Can we actually use to make a tank? wonder what the tank does. Let's make one. I wonder if that holds oxygen? I'm going to assume it does. Yeah, okay, so it stores oxygen for you, so you basically have like an oxygen backup of how far you can go. Interesting. And useful. Very useful. Oh, come back, you. Oh, I'm assuming this is not going to be... What are the storms like here? Oh yeah, I see stuff blowing around. So this planet has storms as well. But anyway, guys, those are kind of my thoughts on Astroneer. I enjoy the game. I think it's good. I'm looking forward to it when it has more content. For now, though, we've pretty much gotten through all the content of the game. I think the game looks good. It plays well, although there is a little bit of performance issue, even on a computer that's built as a professional gaming PC. But I'm sure that will be patched as time goes on. And we have looked at basically everything there is to do in this game for the moment. So when an update comes, we will probably come back. But for now, I think we're going to go ahead and end this episode and end this series as well. Guys, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave me a comment. I do appreciate it, and it really helps out my channel. You can also find me on Facebook, Twitter, and Twitch. There are links in the video description below, so check that out as well. Otherwise, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll definitely see you next time.